Hey, Aloha Yazayin, Tuyut Ches, in Hilchos Yom HaKippurim. The Rambam says in Aloha Yazayin, Hamum poisel b'soya mishtaleach. Mum is apostles invalidates the scapegoat. Afilu moim oive, even if it's a temporary one. Even though even though it's not going on the mizbeach itself, it's considered a korban. In other words, if you can't bring it today, let's assume the mother of the soyer was slaughtered that day, and now you have to wait another day before you can bring it. Therefore, since you can't slaughter it, it cannot be brought. Because the actual pushing it down the mountain of Azazel is considered like shchita. It's considered like slaughtering it. And this is very similar to Malika also. Malika is the way the birds' heads are separated from their bodies in the Beis HaMikdash. Outside the Beis HaMikdash, it's not considered slaughtering. And the same applies here to the Soil Azazel. We go to Halacha Yud Ches. If the animal was a treifa, you could tell it was going to die. It's possible because it has to be something that's living, total life in it. So the Gezer Mishnah cites Chulin 11b. The Gemara there questions, how do I know that we go after the majority when there's no majority in front of us? Meaning that if you have three items in front of you, and there's a pebble under one of them, the majority rules. By stores, two that sell kosher, one that sells treif, etc. But a roiv in the nature that, let's assume the majority of animals are kosher, how do you know that you rely on that? So the proof is from soya mishtaleach, from the scapegoat, that even though it's possible to check if it's treif, we rely on the roy behemoths are not treif. We rely on the majority of animals. The Mishnah adds, even though we check it, meaning that it might be treif in one of its inner limbs, and you can't check it, it can be used, because treif is only poisel by soya, because they have to be able to be brought up to the mizbeach, and treif is forbidden for a korban. The Meforshim, the commentaries, point out that we don't find in the Chazal the drosha of Yamil Chai, which the Rambam here mentions. It has to be not treif. Not in the Bavli, not in the Yerushalmi, not in the Tesefta, not in Zifri. And the Mishnah Melech writes, there's a difference between something that's found in the Gemara that it talks about being posel to that of the Rambam. For example, if it became treif, it broke a leg, it broke something after the Hagrola, but it was worthy at the time. It could be brought LaHashem. That you need, as the royal Hashem, it was ready. But Yamod Chai is a psul which it cannot fulfill, according to the Rambam, because now it's a treifa. So even though at the time of the lottery the scapegoat was technically fine, but in the interim it's become invalidated. Shal Teshuva Shirla Meshiv, the questions and answers of Shirla Meshiv, he points out that the source of the Rambam is from Nido 23a. There it says that treifa is not called living. That's what the Rambam relies on. But the Mari Korkus is of the opinion that the Rambam did not intend to find his own drasha. He used the posuk Yamad Chai in order to abbreviate that if after the lottery should found to be kosher, if it became treif after the lottery, it's still valid. He sees this from the language of the Rambam, which he says in Halacha 17, that the mum poisel, a mum causes a certain mishtalech to be invalidated, to be used. By treifa, he writes hoya treifa, means not that it became a treifa after the lottery, but it was at the time of the lottery. But if it happened later, it would be usable, as the Gemara would seem to say. The Pri Chodesh explains, like the Mishal Melech, if it became a treifa after the lottery, you can't use it because it says Yamad Chai. Then treifa can't live, as he says in Machon Nesher HaGadol. That the reason treifa is possible because it has to be Roy Hashem. And that's according to the one who says that a treifa shiur. So even though it's living, it still is a treifa, and therefore it's not Roy Hashem, even though it's living.